You've got to set yourself some boundaries sometimes, haven't you? I mean, we were both talking before this call about the Christmas period just being that time when you need to switch off and just making the effort to stop looking at your phone all the time and just gradually work down to giving your mind a proper break, because you need it. You know, we all need it after this year.
It's been so intense. You're absolutely right, Beth.
I think on the like pluses and minuses, and there definitely are pluses and minuses from being in the office and working at home. One thing that I've missed is being able to have a 3 or 4 way conversation where people can all talk at the same time. I know that sounds odd, but in Zoom, you're cut off if it's very hard to interject. It's hard to have banter. Because you just can't all get involved in the same way. You can't listen to a conversation that's happening over there because you're not in that meeting room. You know, that I struggle with.
You've just hit the nail on the head. And I remember in work yesterday when the first time in there, and it's the little things. It's the little things. And I know technology is great, and it's little things that we were walking along, and someone had mentioned there was a call going somewhere, and just a little phrase about a project that we were working on. Even, oh, hang on a minute, that must be so. And you don't get down to Zoom because you're so isolated and you're so contained, shall we say? Yeah. And actually, being in the office, hearing little bits and bobs like that is so much more valuable. And I'm sure there'll be a scientific study into how exhausting Zoom and Teams meeting get there. I don't know. I can't explain it. And it's great being able to do it online, but sometimes you get to a point, don't you? And I think the phrase at the moment is Zoom fatigue.
That's
you
right,
kind of go, well, we was it 2 weeks ago, our friends of ours said, oh, do you fancy a Zoom meeting on a Saturday night? And if you go back 6 months, we would have gone, yeah, let's have a drink.
Yeah, that's really cool, yeah.
But, you know, you're thinking, no offense, it was no offense to me. I'm just exhausted.
When you've spent all week in front of someone seeing you all the time. Yeah, I get that.
Yes, and that's what being in person gives you, actually. And kind of, I enjoyed the coffee we managed yesterday so much more than actually on the Zooms. But equally, you know what? This is first world problems, isn't it? You know, the technology allows us to work. So you're wondering, how is the technology going to evolve? So they identify that fatigue, and how do we get around it? Is it like headset? Is it kind of virtual reality? Is it? I don't.